Happy Tuesday! Welcome to the reading vlog. Am I ever going to start a vlog on time? Probably not. Just realistically. I will almost always start these at least a day late, usually more, but it is what it is. This is just how I am. It's whatever. Anyways, hi, how you doing? How's your week been? I just finished Bride by Ali Hazelwood like 10 minutes ago. Obsessed. Obsessed. I loved it. It was so much fun. Like, genuinely, that was a really, really fun book. It was very campy and like ridiculous, but like I actually had a really good time with it. And it's not that I didn't think that I would, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't have read it. But I didn't think that I would like it that much because, like, I think I was saying in last week's vlog that like a lot of the reviews that are coming out are people who are fans of Ali Hazelwood, not necessarily fans of monster romances. So I was like, it's getting good reviews for Ali Hazelwood fans, but is it getting good reviews for the monster romance people? Wasn't really sure. Can confirm, as a monster romance fan, that it was indeed very good, and I liked it a lot. I give it 4 stars. It was pretty info dumpy, I found, but it is the first book in what I'm assuming is going to be a series. The last part of the book definitely set it up to have more books in it, which I really hope she does, because like I would love to see where that goes after that ending. Like, I think that'd be so much fun. But yeah, it was like a really good time. I loved the characters. Like, the main character was that like sassy, sarcastic kind of person that I always really enjoy. Not always. That character type is really hard to do well. It can just be annoying, but Ali Hazelwood did a great job with that. I liked the friendships that were built. I love the relationship between the main character and the little sister of the love interest. I thought that was adorable. I wish that there was a bit more relationship building with the family, like the vampire family. So I didn't get a whole lot of like feelings towards like the brother or the dad. That part fell a bit flat for me, but otherwise, like, this was a really, really good book. And I'm like kind of surprised by that. I don't know why, but yeah, that was really fun. And then otherwise, I'm still reading Godkiller. I think I'm about 65% of the way through. My library ebook is due back, I think, tomorrow at midnight, so I have to finish it between tonight and tomorrow. So wish me luck. I do have tomorrow off though, so I should be able to finish it no problem if I just, you know, lay in bed all day doing nothing. Sounds great to me. But no, I have about, so I'm doing the audiobook and the ebook tandem reading, and I think I have about 2-ish hours left in the audiobook, so I should be able to finish it in the next day and a bit. But yeah, those are the updates for right now. This week is going to be pretty quiet. I have no plans for this week outside of just work, basically. I have therapy and a dog walk tomorrow, so that'll be nice to get out of the house a little bit. But other than that, no plans. It'll be a pretty quiet week. There's probably not going to be a whole lot in terms of b-roll. It's finally warm. In my area in Ontario, April is kind of a hell month. Like, I love April because like you get to see all the trees starting to bloom and all that kind of thing, but it is very rainy and very cold. It's not uncommon for it to snow multiple times throughout April and get like a complete snowstorm, like ground covered in snow for a couple days, and then go right back to raining, and then it's hailing again, and then it's just like, it's a nightmare a little bit in April. But May is usually pretty good. We get sunshine and some like really good spring thunderstorms. I'm trying to convince myself to go on more bike rides so that I can actually get out of the house a bit more often, get some exercise in there. So maybe I'll do a little like challenge for myself to get me out of the house to go take as many pictures of flowers that I can find. I think that'd be kind of cute. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow while I'm off, if the weather stays nice tomorrow. Otherwise, that's all I've got for right now, so I will check in with you guys later on. This is like the worst angle that I could possibly film at, but I'm so comfortable and I don't want to get up, so I'm not going to. I just finished Godkiller. It was so good. So good. Oh my god. Yeah, like, it really, really picked up. Like, again, I think it was last week where I said that I lost interest for like a little bit, from like 15%, maybe like 40%-ish.
I was like not really feeling it, but then it picked up again and it just kept going. It went hard. I had such a good time reading that book. I want to get to the sequel like right now. I have other things to read, so I can't read it right now, but I want to so bad. So it's probably going to happen very shortly. The world building was so cool. I loved the magic system with like all the gods and how they worked. It was like so cool. Everything about it was just awesome. The like slow budding friendships and like this small group of people who have all been hurt in the past, all slowly like learning to trust each other and to love each other. It was amazing. It was like right up my alley, exactly what I wanted. This was just such a good book, and if you haven't read it yet, go do it, because god damn, that was excellent. So good. So now that I've finished that one, I'm going to finally carry on with the Starless Sea. I've not touched it since like last week, so my bad. I'm going to keep reading that one for my physical book, and then I'm going to pick a new audiobook as well. I'm part of 2 book clubs on Fable. One of them is Cozy Quill, and we're reading Howl's Moving Castle this month, so I might pick that up. Or I'm also part of the Cozy Fantasy for Cozy Queers. As you can tell, I like to be cozy. I like cozy fantasy. It's a great book club to be in. But that book club is reading A Marvelous Light, I think. Freya Marsk, that one. So I have both of those audiobooks checked out from the library. I might pick up one of those ones right now. Or honestly, I might just watch some YouTube videos. I'm kind of brain dead right now. Like, I feel like I'm on like a book high from finishing Godkiller. Like that ending was so good. And I don't know if I can like immediately jump into another book, but also like Howl's Moving Castle is super short. I think the audiobook at regular speed is only 3.5 hours, so I can get through that in like an hour and a half or less. So maybe I'll do that tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. I will let you guys know once I figure it out though. But for now, I'm gonna go make some dinner, probably just watch some YouTube for a little bit. I did play Zelda for like 2 hours today. Oops. But yeah, I'm gonna go do all that, and then I'll figure out what I'm reading next. And then, okay, wait, yeah, plans. Tonight, okay, dinner. I'm gonna watch YouTube while I make some dinner and eat dinner, and then I'm going to read The Starless Sea. It's happening tonight. I'm probably not gonna finish it. I think I have like 2 hours left on the audiobook, but I'm going to make a good chunk of progress today. That is the plan. So hold me to it.
Hi, happy Thursday. I have a little haul to show you guys. It's not what's on the box. This is just a random box, but I use this this site called Odd Bunch. Basically what it is like it's all the rejects from the grocery stores, like all the things that were like too ugly for the stores to take. They go in this box, and it's a weekly subscription, and it's super cheap. Like this entire box cost me with tax and shipping $24 Canadian, which is crazy. So I thought I would show you guys what's in it. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm way too small of a channel to have any kind of sponsorships. I just really like Odd Bunch. I've been using it for a couple of months now, and it's been like consistently really good. There's been a couple things where like I got a melon a couple weeks ago that like it was pretty much bad by the time that I got it. So like the odd time, a couple of things aren't great, but for the most part, like it's pretty perfect. So the first thing that I got in this bag that I'm so excited about, a whole ass bag of grapes. I don't know what things are like where y'all are from, but in Ontario, this bag would cost me about $13 just for this. And again, this entire box with tax and shipping was $24. So we got some grapes. We also got strawberries. This is normally $6, and like they're perfect. These are, nothing looks squishy, nothing's moldy, like perfect. We got a cantaloupe. I love cantaloupes. 1 bell pepper, 2 orange bell peppers, a bunch of radishes, a pound of mini potatoes, 2 tomatoes, 3 oranges, 2 zucchinis, and a whole bunch of mini cucumbers. So yeah, like all of this for $24. This is like $50 worth of groceries. I don't actually know if that's true or not,
but like probably not that far off, honestly, because like this would be 13, this is 6, this is at least 6 or 7. I can't do math, but like these three things alone are already more than the cost of this box. So it was a pretty good deal. Again, not sponsored. I wish it was, but I will leave a link down below to it if you want to check it out. I love this thing. This has been like a lifesaver for produce. I'm vegetarian, so I pretty much only eat produce. So like all I have to buy at the store now is like dairy and pasta and bread and that kind of thing. And I usually make my own bread, so like my grocery shopping has become so cheap and it's been awesome. Like I've cut down on like random spending so much when it comes to groceries, because normally like I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh, like I don't really need this, but I'll get it anyways, and I end up like way overspending. So like I'm going to the grocery store so much less often now, so I'm definitely spending less money than I used to be. So yeah, I love this thing. This has been like such a lifesaver. Definitely recommend it. As for reading updates, I've made some big progress in the Starless Sea. I've passed page 300. I really want to read more tonight, but I have a splitting headache after work and I just kind of want to go to bed. So I think I'm just going to go lay down once I put all this away. Perks of working retail, my schedule is all over the place. It's 10:30 at night right now and I just got home like 5 minutes ago. So I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I'm sore, and I want to go lay down and just like not be vertical anymore. So yeah, I will do more reading updates later on just because I am actually reading. I forgot that I was reading Mayday Flowers by, I think, Fairy Sammy is their name. It's an arc that I have that was released a couple days ago, so I do have to like read that and get a review out there pretty soon. So I started that again last night. And I'll update more thoughts on that later, but like my head is dying, so that'll be a later thing. Have a good night. God. Tell me why I thought it was a good idea to have a shower and then immediately go mow the lawn. Like, now I'm sweaty and gross again. I'm so out of breath. Oh, that was a lot of work. So you know that like ADHD thing where you start doing a task, in this case deep cleaning my room, and then you get distracted by something and then all of a sudden it's like an hour and a half later and you're doing something completely unrelated and your task is a disaster? Yeah, so so I started my initial thought of what I was going to be doing was to just put away my winter jackets. That was it. That's all I wanted to do. And then I was like, well, while I'm doing that, I might as well reorganize under my bed because that's where the jackets are going, in a box under the bed. So I might as well like reorganize all that. And then I started like reorganizing all of my storage stuff. And then I found my box of rave gear and I'm going to a rave next week. So I kept meaning to like figure out my outfit. And then I was like, well, while I have this out, I might as well pick my outfit. And now I've been trying on all of my rave outfit stuff for the last like hour and a bit. And I figured it out though. So here's the outfit. First of all, this is so cool. It's hard to see on camera, but like this is actually like entirely bedazzled, which is super fun. And then this is like a leather, faux leather, obviously, and fishnet bralette, which is a little bit small for me, so it kind of works as a binder, which I'm here for. And then the rest of the outfit. And then yeah, here's the rest of the outfit. So like same material as the bralette to match that, little fishnet skirt, white fishnets to match this, and then a sparkly backpack. And then for shoes, I have a pair of white Docs that I'm gonna wear with it. That's the outfit for the rave next week. I'm so excited. It's a trans mask rave, so the people who run it, they're an entirely trans team and they make raves for trans people by trans people, and they're wonderful. So this one being the trans mask rave, their entire DJ lineup is all trans masks. Their bartenders are all trans masks, like literally everybody. Anyone is of course welcome, but the focus is on trans masks. So I am going to that one. I can't wait for it. And they also have made it a rule where there are absolutely no photos or videos allowed inside the space. And they're doing that because they want to invite trans mask people who have not had top surgery to just like feel comfortable having our tops off. So like the titties are gonna come out at some point. I'm gonna wear this there, but this part might come off at some point in time, and we'll just let them be free. And you know, I think it'll be super fun. Apparently it's gonna be like a really like hot and heavy kind of rave with the more like grungy kind of music, which I am so here for. I can't wait for this one. So yeah, that's the outfit. It's unexpected turn to my day. I was like literally just planning on organizing a little bit and then it turned into this. So, you know, while at the same time my bed is an absolute mess because
I was tidying and organizing and sorting things, and now here we are, and here I am looking like this at like 2 o'clock on a Sunday. I did a second one. Not for this rave. So I'm actually going to another rave in the first week of June. This one is a circus themed rave, also mixed with a kink party. So sounds super fun. So I had to get out the sequins. So here's this outfit. I love these shorts. These are like my favorite things. And then these have like super fun fringe on it. This is just like the same fishnet as before that I hiked up. So I would definitely need to like take a little safety pin and just like pin this right there so it doesn't keep falling down. And then for shoes, I will absolutely be going with my de Mouniers. Yeah, because this matches my bag perfectly. So we're gonna have these on there. These are so cool. There is that outfit planned as well, and still zero progress made on the organizing. My bed is even more messy than it was before, so my bad. Okay, hi. Happy Sunday. I'm feeling much less chaotic now. Mostly finished cleaning my room. I have like, I don't know if you can see it from here. The stuff is all stuff that I have to go and donate, but other than that, my room is pretty much fully organized. I do have to organize my ottoman. There's like a storage thing in there and just like go through it and like get rid of some stuff and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm having like a super productive day. I like fully reorganized under my bed and like got rid of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling good, much better than I was the last few days. It's feeling pretty down the last few days, so I haven't done any updating since I think Wednesday was the last update. Thursday, I forget. Thursday, yeah, because today's Sunday. Either way, like did no updating and also like zero reading as well. I literally just came home from work on Friday and Saturday and played Zelda for the rest of the night. So, which I'm also having a great time with. Like that, it's such a fun game. I just beat the 3rd boss thing. If you're a fan of the game, then I just beat Queen Gibdo and done like a bunch of side quests in the Gerudo region. So I've been having lots of fun hanging out in the desert. Love that. I have made a tiny bit of progress on Mayday Flowers. I'm about 20% of the way through it right now. Not too much has happened, but I am really enjoying it. It's super cute. The characters are adorable. The 2 main characters have just met and sparks are flying, so I love that. Yeah, the premise of that one is there's like I don't know if they're a fairy or like what's going on, but she was in hibernation for the last I think 17 years and she's just awoken. She's some like tree dryad thing, like super cool, and she can like choose her own body and like how her gender presents. So she woke up and womanhood was calling to her, so she's got a female form right now, and she's friends with a witch who also lives in her forest, so she goes to go see her, and they decide to throw a party to celebrate May Day, and they hire a party planner decorator kind of thing who ends up being the other main character. The party planner one, she's a human. They meant to hire somebody else, but there was a mistake made and they ended up hiring her by accident. So at first they were like, oh, like we have to tell her that she can't be the one to do this, but she is like obsessed with like all things fantasy and princesses, and she sees the house, this like beautiful sprawling mansion in this gorgeous forest, and she immediately falls in love with it. There's also a spark between the 2 of them as well, so the dryad fairy person decides to keep her on as their party planner, and they're just going to glamour her to not be able to see any of the fairy creatures and orcs and all the things that are around them. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of that one. It's pretty good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's just like really like light and whimsical and like perfect for spring, obviously being set in May. There's flowers everywhere and like beautiful nature, and like the descriptions of the house and the clothing is super fun. So really enjoying that one right now. And then I think I mentioned the other day that I've made some progress on the Starless Sea, but I didn't like actually talk about it. So right now I am on page 311. Some really good things have happened. There's now time travel involved, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. I was trying to recommend this book to one of my coworkers yesterday, and I was trying to explain what it was about and like give enough details to somebody who's not really like a huge reader. Like with you guys, I assume that y'all know at least the premise of this book because everyone who's like a big reader knows the Starless Sea or has at least heard of it. If you like watch booktube pretty frequently, then like I'm sure you've seen somebody else read this book, but to explain it to somebody who had like literally never heard of it before, I was really struggling, and I kind of just ended off with like, it's really confusing and you're not going to know what's happening, but just read it anyways because the vibes read it for the vibes, basically. So yeah, I don't really know how to like talk about this book and like how much I'm enjoying it because it's like so confusing and everything. But like it's not a bad kind of confusing. It's just like there's so many twists and like all these interconnected characters and stories that like they all make sense together, but trying to explain them separately is like not possible. So it's a hard book to talk about, but I'm fucking loving it. Like this is gonna be a new all-time favorite book, 100%. This is phenomenal. It's so beautifully written. Like the character work is just incredible. I'm loving every single second of this, and I'm kind of liking that I'm taking it so long to read it because I've been reading this for like a solid month now. And you know, part of that was because like losing my cat a few weeks ago and just wasn't able to like focus on a chunky, confusing book while I was grieving. So like I did pause it for a little while, but like even still, now that I've been focusing more on it, I'm still taking my time with it and like reading it in small chunks and like really absorbing all of it. And it's been fantastic. I normally like to read books pretty quickly because I get bored really fast, but with this one, just the like slowly absorbing it is really working for me. So I'm having such a good time with both of these. And then other than that, I do actually have DNF, unfortunately. I picked up the audiobook for Cia Martinez and the Moonlit Beginning of Everything. Can't think of the author, but the picture's here. I'm so sad to be DNFing this one. I was so excited for it. But like I need to stop picking up contemporary YA stuff. Even if they have a sci-fi or fantasy element, I don't like YA contemporary stuff, and that's exactly the problem here. The premise is super cool, but like I'm not quite halfway through. I think I'm about 40% of the way through it right now, and I just don't care. Like, so the premise of this one is it's this high school girl. Her mom got deported by ICE like I think like 5 years previous, something like that. And then her mom tried to cross the desert to get back into the States, and she ended up dying in the desert. And so the main character, she often goes to the edge of the desert and she lights a candle to help guide her mom's spirit home. And one night while she's doing that, she ends up seeing a UFO crash and her mom is on that ship. That sounds so cool, but again, like I'm 40% of the way through it and there's been no space stuff yet. Like they've seen some flashing lights in the sky and that is it. So, and everything else about it so far has been like her like having a crush on a boy and like kissing him and like having sex for the first time and having a fight with her best friend. And I just like really don't care. Like I don't care about that stuff. I wanted to stick it out for all the cool alien stuff. The rest of that sounds so good. But like I didn't think that it was gonna be so long of just contemporary. I assumed that the sci-fi part would start a lot sooner, and it just isn't. And like even though like I'm sure it's coming very soon, I just really don't care enough to keep going. So fortunately, I'm going to be DNFing that one. I'm not really sure what I'm going to pick up instead because I do like to always have an audiobook going just for when I'm like doing stuff and doing my dog walks and cooking and that kind of thing. I did try starting the audiobook for Howl's Moving Castle and just wasn't feeling that one for audio. I think I'm going to need to do a tandem read for that one. And then same thing for A Marvelous Light. I got through like 10 minutes of that and I had like no idea what was going on. I actually had to check and be like, did I start this in the middle of the book somehow? I had no clue what was happening. So I think with that one, I'm again going to need to tandem read it and also just like sit down with it and pay more attention than what I can do when I'm like walking around doing stuff. So in the meantime, I don't really know what I'm gonna pick up for my audiobook. I'll figure it out. I'll just pick something random and go from there. For the meantime, I've pretty much finished all of the like productivity stuff that I had to do today. So I think I'm gonna go curl up on the couch with the Starless Sea and make some progress on this one. Definitely not gonna finish it by the end of the night, but I'll get there. Oh, also, I think I said earlier in the week that I had like 2 hours left in the audiobook. I did not. I had 5. So now I have about 2 hours left in the audiobook, maybe like 2.5. But anyways, I'm gonna go do some reading and grab a snack and have a good time. Maybe I'll go outside actually because it is very nice out. Oh, also, just adding to my productivity day, I did also mow the lawn. So yay me for being productive. All right, we are locked and loaded. We've got the book, the squishmallow between the knees, the comfy pillows, various snacks, and a cozy ambiance reading thing on YouTube. Ah, a good vibe. I finished it. Oh, it was so good. Oh my god, this was incredible. Y'all were right. This was truly a like life-changing beautiful experience. As predicted, this is absolutely one of my new all-time favorite books. This book just made me feel things that I haven't felt in so long. This book gave me the same feeling as like In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire and The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, Darker Shade of Magic, like all of my favorites. Is it a coincidence that all of my like all-time favorites are portal fantasy? No, it is not. Books like that and like this one just give me this feeling of like deep yearning to find my door, and like, man, if I ever find a door painted on the side of a building, you bet your ass I'm gonna go for the door handle. And if it does not open, I'm gonna be upset. Like completely heartbroken, earth-shatteringly upset. Because like as a kid, I used to do that. I used to like look behind rocks and like look in like hollowed out trees to look for doors to other universes. And then I grew up and I found this genre of books. Portal fantasy to me is like a thing that I can't really explain. It's just like one of those things where like if you get it, you get it. It's very much wrapped into my queerness and my transness and neurodivergence and all these things. Like it's such a huge part of like how I process things, and like this idea of portals to different worlds is just such a comforting thought and always has been my entire life. I could do a whole essay on portal fantasy and how it relates to like childhood trauma and queerness and transness and neurodivergent. Like, I could write so much on this topic, but like trying to talk out loud, I'm not very like articulate when I talk out loud. So I can't really explain it. But yeah, this is just one of those books that gave me that yearning to find a door and to go out searching again like I used to as a kid. And like, oh my god, this just brought me so much joy and so much sadness, and I loved every single second of it. It was obviously 5 stars. Truly phenomenal, and I'm so glad that I finally read it. It had been on my shelf for years, like so long, and it was well worth the wait. And then with Mayday Flowers, I made a little bit of progress in it, but again, I got wrapped up in Zelda as per usual, so I didn't do much more reading of it since yesterday. So I'll carry that forward into this coming week, and hopefully I'll finish it in the next few days. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for this week. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.